What's your name again?
Phyllis.
What a good looking girl that's stuck on an old man. What's my name again?
George. First, I wanted to start off and say we are at Waffle Love to have a very fun date. My dad likes to take out all of us kids probably twice a year.
You're probably wondering, camera person or whoever is going to watch it, why is an old man like this holding a good-looking girl? Well, I can't understand why, but I'm not complaining.
You're cute, Dad. So I wanted to just remember this fun day because you are so silly and so fun. And I wanted to say that all of my inspirational everything, the reason I want to inspire people and change people's lives is because you have inspired me so much, and you have given me so many tools since I was a little girl to know how to cope with difficult things and laugh about things and make fun of things so that life or events or challenges weren't so
Who are we talking
difficult.
about? Who's here?
Whatever, you.
Oh.
So I made a list of some funny stories that I love hearing from you. Do you want to share that story?
Oh, sure. I am a practicing smart aleck, and so I sometimes think, if somebody says this or this, what am I going to say? And those opportunities don't necessarily come up. But when they do, I just blurt them out because I'm thinking, that was what I was going to say in this situation. And sometimes when you blurt something out without thinking about it, it is the perfect inopportune time to do it.
I'm also really good at putting my foot in my mouth. Like,
yes.
Really well.
So I was over there at the Odyssey House, and I was cleaning the carpets, rocking and rolling and really moving fast. A lot of energy. And a couple of the folks were looking at me and saying, that's amazing. Now, by the way, the Odyssey House is a drug rehab for adolescents. And so I'm rocking and rolling and just moving fast. And they're looking at me and they say, how do you get such energy? And I said, I take drugs. This is what's called a pregnant pause. They didn't know what to do with that.
Oh, but I think it's awesome.
Very nice. And this is all sugar and grease and fat, and it'll make you big and strong.
That's
Well,
what I'm hoping.
big. And
that is so good. So this is the works. So it's the Biscoff butter whipped cream on the waffle with raspberries. I'll show you guys. This is my new front door camera.
you know exactly who the burglar is that's breaking into your house.
Exactly.
Does
I
it
like
also
that.
photograph the stuff he pulls out?
When us kids would say, that sucks, or whatever, we would just say, that sucks. My dad would say, actually, that's below average. So now, like, as adults, my husband and I will say, that's below average. So try that. Anytime you're about to say, that sucks, say, that's below average. It's hilarious. Okay, this is a story I have to say, because he can't really remember it for some reason. Well, sort of. I hope you can. Okay, so when Darren and I were
don't even
dating,
remember where we're at here.
No, okay, whatever.
What's your name?
No, and I think it's because it was funny to me and it wasn't something that stood out to him, and that's why he's like not exactly sure on the details. Anyway, hopefully you guys think it's hilarious. So when Darren and I were dating, and we were up like really late, I remember getting home like at 2 in the morning or 2:30 in the morning, something like that, and I was at home on my bed like reading my scriptures, getting ready to go to bed, and my dad comes in to the hallway, and my light's on in my room, and he was looking for allergy medicine like in the medicine cabinet or something, or he just went into my bathroom anyway, and he said, I'm going to go to the store and get some allergy medicine. And I said, oh, because I'm half asleep, mind you, and we've been dating for a while, and so I'm going to bed at 2:30 every night. So the brain just starts to slow down, okay? Thank you. So the brain just, slows down. Anyway, and I said to him, oh, are you going to drive the car to the store? You're going to go drive over there? And he's like, no, I'm going to take the canoe.
Well, that is stunning.
So I just thought it was hilarious, and that's the type of stuff that he always says, and I love it because if you ask a dumb question, he gives you a silly answer, and so it's always funny and fun. Okay, another story. When Darren and I were dating, the street that
Who's Darren?
yeah. So when we were dating, there was this street that connected my house and his house, but they were still building the street, still constructing the street, and they wouldn't let you through yet. So we had to literally drive the long way that was like more than twice the amount of time to get to his house because this through street was not finished. Well, I had totaled my car during the time that we were engaged, and so I asked my dad to drive me over there. And so we drove up to see if it was opened yet, and it wasn't. They had the big huge cement barriers there. But my dad literally drove up on the sidewalk, drove around the cement barrier, and said, well, they didn't try hard enough. So he just drove around it, and that was it. And so, yes, this man breaks down barriers. Oh, okay.
And,
I don't know why I remember.
he was chiropractic in the other room. And I was whistling as I'm cleaning carpets. Doesn't everybody whistle when they clean carpet?
And isn't whistling like a joyful sound? And he's like the cutest, like old man, like whistling anyway.
Yeah. And you figure the way my brain works, if I'm whistling, I'm telling my brain I'm having a good time. I'm not slaving away cleaning carpets.
Makes sense.
So I whistle. And anyway, so the guy comes away from his office, opens up the door, comes in and says, "You're disturbing my patient. You're whistling too loud." So.
Share it. So my dad is in Toastmasters, and he loves to do public speaking, and all of his speeches, unless there is a theme in mind that he has to follow, all of his speeches are super inspirational, and sometimes my dad will bounce them off me, but this is just how he's always been. Like, nothing will deter him, nothing will pull him down. Everything that this man is about is to inspire other people, to uplift other people, to take control over his life and make the best of it. And so it's so empowering for all of us kids and everyone that he meets, and everyone, when I say, oh, my dad's Bill Schubler, everyone's like, yes, I love Bill, he's the best. Everyone loves my dad. He's so positive and optimistic, and he's so fun. And just,
I owe it all to the medication.
There you
Actually,
go.
that's the main reason.
Yes, and the shock therapy.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway, so Dad, let's hear your speech that you did tonight.
Okay. Well, basically, I'd like to just recount what happened is back in when I'm 65, which is about 8 years ago. I realized now the kids are gone. I don't have to make as much money. I don't have to clean as many carpets. I've got more free time. I'm in good health, and I'm thinking, what can I do? I plan on living for decades more. What can I do that I really want to do? Because up until now, I was doing the important things, taking care of the family, and that was fine. I was happy to do it. Well, what do I want to do now? And I thought, I want to get into the people business. And so I talked with a fellow that's in the people business, and I asked him, how can I develop people skills? So I asked him, how can I improve my people skills? And he took about an eighth of a second, and he said, Toastmasters.
Oh,
And so,
right.
so this was in January of 2011, and so that's almost 7 years now. And so I started coming out, and within a few weeks I was going to 4 different Toastmasters clubs. And so this has been the opportunity to learn and grow and develop skills. And I recommend this to anybody, that once you do it long enough, it's not scary, it's fun. You develop your own persona, way of doing it, but it's a great way. It's practically free, and what's more important than communicating with human beings, especially good-looking ones.
That's awesome, Dad. And that's so cool, and it's turned into such an amazing hobby for you. And yeah, I'm just proud of
I
you.
no longer roam the streets, which is really a relief for my wife and the police.
No,
I
exactly.
just
When we had to
roam.
go and get him out with bail bonds, that was some.
Oh yeah, and Toastmasters is getting me out of that. Well, I'll give them my favorite speech about you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're fun.
Well, you like to give this because it's the basic idea of what I believe in. And the example I give is this young lady here, when she was 8 years old, her job around the house was to take out the trash, 8 little baskets. And she didn't like the job.
My kids now do that job.
Baskets. And she would go days at a time without doing it. And then when she did do it, she would just pick at it. And it was like a condemned slave just to watch her. Sad. One day, she woke up, it was a summer day, she woke up at the crack of noon. And it looked something like this. And then the phone rang and she woke up a little bit. Oh, hello? Oh, yeah. And she goes over to me and she says, Daddy, it's Crystal. She wants to take me to 101 Dalmatians. She'll be by in 5 minutes. Can I go? Huh? And I say, how's the trash? And she says, she rips down the hall, collecting 2 trash bags at a time, turns the corner without touching the ground, collects all the trash bags just in time for Crystal, 101 Dalmatians. What made the difference?
Motivation, yeah.
So that's the base of most all my stories is, if you can get this going, you can get the whole arrangement going. If you get this going, you can get this going. But she was a perfect example of, from The Walking Dead to a cleaning machine, just a human blur.
You are so fun, Dad. I'm glad that you like that story. Obviously, I learned that type of, learned to make that switch in my mind from you. So it was awesome. It was awesome. That's so fun. Well, yeah, like, I just love your stories, and I'm glad that that's one that you actually like. That's from my life. That's neat that I can kind of give you a story.
To be continued.